Hello, today I will teach you how to add and subtract the sign decimal. So first of all, let's review. If you have the same sign integer, positive 10 plus positive 2, you're going to keep the sign the same, which is positive. Then 10 plus 2 equal 12. The same thing applies for the negative number. If I have negative 10 plus negative 2, I will keep the same sign, which is negative. Then 10 plus 2 equal 12. So I will have negative 12. The next one I want to review with you is if you have a different size number, what you're gonna do. So the problem I have is negative 10 plus positive 2. So first of all, I will take an absolute value of negative 10, which is 10. Then I take an absolute value of 2, which is 2. So compare those two numbers, I will see 10 is more than 2. So I will write down more negative since we have the negative 10. So that means my answer is going to be a negative answer. Then I will put the bigger value of absolute value, which is 10, subtract by the smaller value of the absolute value, which is 2. So 10 minus 2, which equal A. Then I will put A into the answers, which is negative A. The second problem, I have positive 10, so I will take positive absolute value of positive 10, which is 10. Then the absolute value of negative 2, which is 2. Compare those two, I will see that 10 is more than 2. Since 10 originally is a positive number, then I will say this is more positive. Then I will do the same thing. I will take the bigger absolute value minus by the smaller absolute value. Then I will have A, and since it's more positive, so my answer is positive A. My next problem is negative 5 and 3/10 plus negative 2 and 75 hundredths. So first of all, I realize that both numbers are negative. So I will keep the same sign, which is negative. Then I will add 5 and 3/10 plus 2 and 7500. So I have this extra 0 right there. So 0 plus 5 equal 5. 3 plus 7 is 10. Remember 1. 5 plus 1 plus 2 equal A. So my answer is negative A and 500. For this problem, it's a little bit tricky. The first thing we need to do is we need to take an absolute value of 15 and 800. Negative 15 and 800 is going to be 15 and 800. Then I will take an absolute value of 9 and 75 hundredths. So it's going to be 9 and 75 hundredths. So when I compare, I see that 15 and 8 hundredths is more than 9 and 75 hundredths. So I will know that my answer is going to be more negative. So equal negative answer. Then I will take a bigger value, subtract by the smaller absolute value. 8 minus 5 is 3. 0 cannot minus 7, so I have to borrow. 10 minus 7 is 3. 4 cannot minus 9, so I have to borrow. So 14 minus 9 is 5. So my answer is negative 5 and 3300. My next problem is 5 and 9/10 plus to the negative 4. So I have to do the same thing. I have to take an absolute value of 5 and 9/10, which is 5 and 9/10. Then I have to take an absolute value of 4, which equals 4. When I compare, I realize that 5 and 9/10 is more than 4. Then my answer is going to be more positive. So my answer is going to be a positive answer. Then I will take a bigger absolute value, 5 and 9/10, subtract by the smaller absolute value, which is 4. 9 minus 0 is 9, 5 minus 4 is 1. So my answer is going to be a positive 1 and 9/10. The last problem I have is negative 6 plus 1 and 32 hundredths. I have to take an absolute value of negative 6, which equals 6, an absolute value of 1 and 32 hundredths, which equal 1 and 32 hundredths. Since 6 is more than 1 and 32 hundredths, so my answer is going to be more negative. So my answer is going to be a negative answer. Then I will take a bigger absolute value minus the smaller absolute value. 0 cannot minus 2, so I have to borrow 1 from here. But since I have 0, so I cannot borrow it. So I have to start borrow from 6. So it's going to be 5, and I borrow here 10. So now 10 cannot, I borrow 1 more in here, so that's going to be we're going to ready to minus. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 3 is 6. 5 minus 1 is 4, and we dropped out a decimal. So our answer is going to be negative 4 and 68 hundredths. Thank you.